Rural Heritage on RFD TV is brought to you by Rural Heritage Magazine, a bi-monthly magazine featuring articles about farming and logging with draft animal power, small-scale diversified family farming and homesteading, and other aspects of our rich rural heritage. Rural Heritage Magazine, borrowing from yesterday to do the work of today. For subscription information, please call 319-362-3027 or order online at www.ruralheritage.com. Hi, I'm Joe Mischka from Rural Heritage Magazine, welcoming you to another half hour of Rural Heritage on RFD TV. Last week we joined the Mid-Tennessee Mule Skinners wagon train as they wound their way through the countryside near Woodbury, Tennessee. This week we join the Mid-Tennessee Mule Skinners as they host a mule show at the Woodbury Fair Grounds. Draft mules are shown at halter by age groups, and then the winners of those age groups compete for championship ribbons. After the halter classes, mules are harnessed and compete in team classes put to a variety of vehicles. Finally, we finish the day watching gaited saddle mules compete in the outdoor ring. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners, an organization I think founded in 1996. Man, we've grown since 1996, and we've got a lot of good members, and we've lost some good members, and we always try to have us a mule show, which you're going to be seeing here today. We do a mule show once a year, and we have people come in from states around us, Kentucky and Georgia and Illinois and Indiana, and all around us. But we'll have a good mule show day. We'll be doing what we're responsible for is we're a draft mule organization, work mules. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be showcasing these mules under halter. Most of them will be under halter, and we showcase them for their breeding and their conformation. We will have some hitch classes, which involves show wagons and farm wagons. We'll be doing those a little later on in the day. And we also coordinate the show, and we with the American Gaited Mule Association, and they do the riding mules. So we'll have a little something for everybody today. We always start off the week. It's about a week-long thing. We always start off the week with the local extension office and 4-H club. They have a farm day here on the grounds, and we bring mules over and help them with that. And then we after that we'll start a 3-day wagon train. Of course, my name's Andy Duggin. I'm the president, and this is Bruce Lewis. He's the vice president. This is Grady George Jr. He's the wagon master for our wagon train. Lays out the trail and leads everybody, makes sure everybody's safe, and leaves from where they're supposed to and gets back to where they're supposed to. So that's what we do. And during the year we raise a little money at our show, and we don't raise it for ourselves. We put it in the school systems, and we give money to scholarships. We give money to schools and libraries and things of that nature. But mostly we just want to educate the young people about the draft mule and where all things come along. So that's what we're about. That's what we're about.
You got to be from Middle Tennessee to belong?
Oh no, we have members from the same states I just recently spoke of, Georgia and Mississippi, and we have members from all over. Kentucky. Yeah. We get together once a month. Tell him, June, how we get together once a month.
We have a meeting every second Tuesday of the month, and we usually have about 40, 50 members present. We always eat before we have the meeting, and everybody have a good camaraderie, and everybody has a good time. Meetings don't last long, but we get a lot done. We plan. We have plans for schools, and like if the school grounds gets rough or something, we go plow them up and resow them and fix them for them, or just whatever they need. People got a lady right now needs a field plowed. We're gonna try to do that this month for sure. And we've already plowed a field for a fellow this last month. So cut hay for a guy in the last week. So we just kind of do a lot of community service. If somebody needs help, we go help them. We do it with mules instead of doing it with their tractors. Most of us has got tractors, but we do this as kind of a service to educate the people about the way the old-timey mule work goes on with modern people doing it. You know, it's how we do it, you know.
All right, good looking class. We've got, all right, we've got some good looking exhibitors. We started out with 4, we dropped back to 3, now we're back to 4. And it'll be just a minute, they just got here, that's all right. They just got here to give us time to look at these. So we've got one more coming in, Judge. We've got one more coming in, Ringmaster. They'll be here in just a minute.
Hey, that's all right. Right, I tell you what, if you walk down there and drop back.
The mules have got a different disposition than the horses in general, but a lot of people do that. They switch, and some of them got both. Some of these guys have got draft mares and such as that, and mules too. But you have to treat the mares are somewhat different than you do the mules, or the other way around, I guess. You know, but they're a different disposition type animal. The mule takes, I guess it has a little more of the donkey traits in it, is what makes the difference. And some donkeys can be sort of stubborn. Now, I've never seen really many stubborn mules. Most of them are pretty easy taught, whatever you want to teach them, you know, it seems to me. But it's like all the rest of any kind of stock, you know, you're going to have one sometime. It's not going to perform like you think it ought to.
Orange is last 9, but 5 acres. Oh, yeah, 5 acres, I'm sorry. 5 acres. Oh, this is what we like to see. This is what we like to see right here.
Might also mention on this mule show, now we say we're draft mule people, but we also are gradually adding some draft mare and colt classes and such as that, because without the draft mares you wouldn't have no mules. So we got to have them too. So we've added several classes to accommodate those folks, and they're actually growing a whole lot. The draft mares are. Everybody's nowadays are going to draft mares. That's because the colts are high. You know, mule colts are high. That's it. So you know, you got to have a little something for all of them, I guess.
He won in class 7. Rowan Moss. I guess you just pick whichever one you want to bring back in to participate in that class, but class number 11 will be the next class. And that'll be the champion draft mare. Some young spectators this afternoon. Maybe, I don't know, we're not judging, but I'm thinking that maybe Leah Ray Rodden may be the youngest spectator that we have here this evening. And she is that Roden Rodden? How do you say that? Roden? Well, that's her mother and Hannah Duggins to me. Always be Hannah Duggins, that's my daughter.
If you had a friend or a brother-in-law or somebody that wanted to get into working a team of mules, and they don't have much experience at all around any kind of livestock, horses or anything, what kind of advice might you give that person?
If it was a friend of mine and I knew he didn't know nothing about mules, I'd tell him to find him an aged pair that's already got kind of a little bit of the ginger out of them so that they can learn on them, and then they can get them a young pair after they get a little more experience. There was a fella asked me the other day about a pair of mules, gray. I know of one gray pair, but he won't sell them. But I knew of another gray pair, but I don't know that those folks could handle them mules. They're just 5 or 6 year old, and they're pretty lively. They're broke good. I mean, they work good, but anybody's never fooled with them, it wouldn't work probably because they, likely get hurt because of, just not being used to them.
ladies and gentlemen. They've been judged. First place goes to Mr. Danny Vaughn, Cookville, Tennessee. Second place goes to Charles.
Mules that are raised around here, Kentucky, Tennessee, in this area, they end up going all over, don't they?
Yes,
People come from all over to buy mules.
they do.
Used to, years ago, the Amish people from Pennsylvania and other places too would come here to buy mules. And a lot of colts was raised here. Well, now, in this country, we're hauling the mules to them and buying colts up there and bringing them back here because they've got to where they're raising colts off of the, and some of them work mares, and they raise colts, the mule colts, to help pay for their work stock. So it's kind of reversed as to what it was 25 or 30 years ago, it seems to me.
So when you bring back colts from up there, then they're getting broke down here and then maybe sold again to people that are looking for a broke team or a broke saddle mule?
Some of them are show mules that they'll show around some of these shows till they get up to a 3-year-old. Then they'll send them back up there if they're big enough. They'll tend to more want a pretty good sized mule up there. And some of these show mules are not quite what they're looking for, although they do buy some of them. So, yeah, but generally speaking, the majority of them will go back up there.
Trail going clockwise and a walk. Clockwise and a walk. Going to your right. Yeah, and a walk.
Walk, please, walk. And reverse. Show rack, please, show rack.
One of my favorite kitchen appliances is my Harvest Right freeze dryer. It preserves perfectly all my wonderful food from the garden and keeps me prepared for that rainy day that inevitably comes. But I have also found that a freeze dryer preserves my herbs so that they are the same as using fresh herbs and not dried herbs that lose some of their potency. Since I hate wasting, I freeze dry the herbs I don't use and make my favorite blends for soups, sauces, or to put on meats and fish. I love giving them to friends with recipes attached for fresh, tasty meals.
Your ancestors preserved and prepared, and now there's a better way. With the Harvest Right Home Freeze Dryer, you can preserve all your favorite foods for up to 25 years. Meats, fruits, vegetables, dairy, and complete meals can be easily freeze-dried right in your home, retaining their original fresh taste and nutrition. To order your Harvest Right Home Freeze Dryer, call us today or visit harvestright.com. Harvest Right. Long live your food.
Today, I'm going to be making sweet potato and potato gratin. This is a dish that my mom made my whole life growing up, and it's perfect for a side dish at parties or Christmas or Thanksgiving, and it's really easy to do. What we're doing is we're just pulling thyme. You don't even have to have this in your dish, but it makes it pretty, and it also has a great flavor. So we're just pulling the leaves off of thyme right now, and I'm gonna just sprinkle that either on the top or in the layers of the gratin. Okay, the first thing you do is just get your pan nice and lubricated, or your casserole, or you could do it in a long casserole, you could do it in a pie dish. You can do this just about anything. Cast iron skillet, you could do this over an open fire outside. You could, this is just a really versatile dish. Okay, then you're gonna layer sweet potatoes in the bottom. Very good. And just have them layer over one another, and then brush or spoon a little bit of butter and a little bit of cream right on top, in between each layer. You could also make this cheesy, and you could put Parmesan cheese in between each layer, or you could put cheddar cheese. Just whatever you want to do is fine, but I'm going to just do a simple gratin dish. Next, layer potatoes. It's going to be a really beautiful dish in the end because you're going to have layers of orange and cream. By the way, I'm using sweet potatoes and Yukon potatoes. The Yukons will give a little bit smoother texture than your regular Idaho. Now, it doesn't really matter too much what it looks like on this bottom layer because in the end, you're going to invert it onto a pie dish. But you don't have to do that. You can leave it in the pan too, whichever way you want to do it. It's ready now to go into a preheated oven at 425 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to invert this onto a plate. And what you need to do is just go around it with the spatula, get a plate, put it on the top, and turn the whole thing over and hope it turns out. I inverted it onto a plate, and now I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of chives and serve it with a dollop of sour cream, and I think I'm just going to have it for dinner. I hope you'll give it a try.
Hi, this is Joe Mischka from Rural Heritage Magazine. Thank you for joining us today. This program is available for purchase. To order your copy, please call 319-362-3027 or visit www.ruralheritage.com. Rural Heritage is a bi-monthly magazine dedicated to draft animal farming and logging, as well as other aspects of our rich rural heritage. It is published by Mischka Press, which also offers a complete line of Back to the Land books, DVDs, and calendars. Call or write for a catalog or subscription information, or visit our website at www.ruralheritage.com.